Ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the world, today, we are going to dive into the incredible, inspiring, and powerful story of a young star who has taken the world of women's football by storm. Her name is Michelle Agyemang. A player who, at such a tender age, defied the odds, rose through the ranks, and proudly wore the England shirt long before many even dream of stepping onto a professional pitch. This is not just a story about football. This is a story about belief, about talent, about resilience, and about how a young girl, driven by passion and determination, is now on the path to greatness. So sit back, and let's take a journey together into the life of Michelle Agyemang, the teenage prodigy making history for England. Every great player has a beginning. For Michelle Agyemang, her story begins in London. Born into a family with Ghanaian roots, where football was more than just a sport, it was a way of expression, a way of breaking barriers, and a way of dreaming big. From a young age, Michelle had something different about her. While other children her age were still discovering what they wanted to do, she already had one passion that lit her soul on fire: football. Picture this: a little girl with a ball at her feet, running around the pitch with energy, determination, and a spark in her eyes that many coaches would describe as special. And that spark? It was real. Because very quickly, Michelle was not only standing out in her local game, she was dominating. When you're gifted, opportunities come knocking. Michelle joined the Arsenal Academy, one of the most prestigious football academies in the world, a place that has produced legends, stars, and icons. At Arsenal, she didn't just fit in. She shined. Her pace, her intelligence on the ball, her ability to read the game, and her sharp finishing made her a nightmare for defenders. But let's pause here for a moment. Imagine being so young, yet carrying the weight of expectations. Imagine training in an environment where every single session is about excellence. Imagine being compared with players older, stronger, and more experienced than you. It would break many, but Michelle thrived. She didn't see the pressure. She saw opportunity. She didn't see challenges. She saw steps towards greatness. And soon, her performances could no longer be ignored. She started playing for Arsenal's youth teams, scoring goals, creating chances, and turning heads. For many girls her age, football was just a hobby. For Michelle, it was already becoming destiny. Then came the moment that would change her life forever. The one every child dreams of. The one that makes your heart skip a beat. Michelle Agyemang was called to represent England's national team at youth level. Think about that for a second. A teenager, still in school, still learning about life, already wearing the England shirt, already singing the national anthem, already representing millions of people on the international stage. And here's what makes it even more special: Michelle wasn't just part of the squad. She was impactful. She showed maturity beyond her years. She played with confidence, with flair, with bravery. She reminded everyone watching that age is just a number. For England, she became a beacon of the future. For young girls around the world, she became proof that dreams are valid no matter how young you are. But let's be honest, success at such a young age isn't easy. It comes with sacrifices. While her peers may have been enjoying weekends at parties, Michelle was training. While others were exploring hobbies, she was committed to football. There were long days. There were moments of doubt. There were people who thought she was too young, too inexperienced, not ready for the big stage. But every single time doubt knocked on her door, Michelle answered with performance, with dedication, with hunger. And this is a lesson we must all take from her journey: greatness isn't built in comfort zones. It's built in sacrifices, in discipline, in moments where you choose your dream over everything else. Michelle chose her dream. And today, the world is watching her eyes. What makes Michelle Agyemang's story so inspirational isn't just her talent. It's what she represents. She represents the power of belief. She represents young girls who want to play football but are told they're too young, too small, too inexperienced. She represents children of immigrant families, balancing culture, identity, and ambition. She represents the idea that if you work hard, if you trust the process, and if you never give up, nothing can stop you. And to Michelle Agyemang, keep shining. Keep inspiring. Because the world is watching, and the future is yours. This has been your inspirational football story of the day. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because we'll keep bringing you more stories of passion, perseverance, and greatness.